Hi and welcome to my newest video. Today I want to compare the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 to two phones which are, in my eyes, two of the best when it comes to videography on smartphones. First of all, for the Android side, I picked the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let's check out how both phones will fare against the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 at day and at night. First of all, starting here with some indoor shots. And now I'm recording in 4K with 30 frames per second, the iPhone 15 Pro Max on my right, the DJI Osmo Pocket in the middle, and the Galaxy S23 Ultra here on the left, using the front-facing cameras on both phones. From what I can see here, of course, the DJI Osmo Pocket has a much wider field of view, and the iPhone seems to be having a little bit more than the S23 Ultra as well, but it's quite close. The Osmo Pocket is by far the one which offering the most screen. Both phones not give to you the ability to zoom in or zoom out on the front-facing cameras, so it is all you get. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 has a little attachment here which you could add to get even more on the screen than before, which is really good for vloggers and for this kind of shots as well, if you really want to show the scenery here. Remove it again, you can see again the difference with and without. It has a little safe place here, magnetic, won't fall out. And here you can see the difference between the standard lens and with the ultra wide lens adapter attached. And now we flip the camera, so we are recording again in 4K with 30 frames per second. Now I'm using the main lenses on the S23 Ultra and on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So we have now the better quality cameras. So using the main lenses, of course, will give to you some more advantages. For example, you can use the ultra wide lens, where also now you can see much more from a room. And of course you can also zoom in, which while filming alone is not really easy to do for me now. For inside use, I think the ultra wide and the 1X is the best option for the phones anyway. And now all three devices are recording in 4K and 60 frames per second. And maybe you can feel it already. I activated the active track feature on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So what does it mean? If I'm moving around, the camera is moving with me, while of course the both phones don't have this kind of feature. So active track, of course, it is also very useful if you are vlogging, so you don't always have to worry that you are inside the shot. You can, especially if you always want to have the best quality, so the front facing cameras are not really as good as the ones on the backside of the phones. With the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, you always have the best available quality of the device, and you can see yourself and don't have to worry that you all will not be in the center of the shot. Now I activated the low light profile on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Of course, both phones also don't offer something like this. And now let's one time turn off my main light source, and we can compare how it will look. I have one more light coming in from the side, and the picture on the screens looks the best on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Let's see how the final version will look on the big screen. While using the low light profile on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, you are limited to 30 frames per second in 4K, so you can't use any of the higher frame rates. 4K 30 is a maximum you can get. And one more thing, active track is not available in this profile. There are some sacrifices to be made, but you can judge yourself, is it better? Because now I will show you some footage in 4K 30 without a low light profile with the same light. Now 4K 30, it is a normal profile. We have also active track again available. And now let me turn off the light here, and it still looks quite good on the little screen here in the preview. I don't know how it will compare to the low light quality. I will check it out later. I will put it side by side. 4K 30 here now without a low light profile, but active track enabled. And here we can see the difference between the standard mode and the low light profile of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So now I'm outside with the S23 Ultra, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and the iPhone 15 Pro Max, all recording with the front-facing cameras in 4K and 30 frames per second. Let me enable active track on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, so the camera will follow me around. I haven't got the lens installed on the Osmo Pocket 3 now, so wide angle lens. So this is the standard shot you get on the 3 cameras here. You can see the big advantage of the Osmo Pocket 3 is that it will just follow you around. If I move here, the camera of course will not track you on the other phones, but on the Osmo Pocket it will just always keep me. So even if the other both can't see me at all anymore, the gimbal is rotating to follow me. And now let's record in 4K with 60 frames per second. Let's rotate this gimbal again one time around, and then you can see it on all devices. 4K, 60 frames per second. Let's take the left to right side here. I'm not the biggest fan of the season, but it looks quite nice how the leaves are covering the ground and with red, yellow and brownish colors, and how they mix up with the still fresh green grass and the leaves of these bushes here. So now let's check out the sound quality of all 3. I have the DJI mic here on me, which is connected of course to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It came with this creator kit. So first of all, let's check out how it sounds. Of course it is a wireless mic to give you the much needed freedom. Now let's check the sound on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. How do you like that sound? Some person is trying to overtake me with a bicycle. Anyway, so how does the S23 Ultra sound in comparison? And finally the iPhone 15 Pro Max. How do I sound on this phone? Which of these 3 devices sound the best to you? Which has a better sound isolation maybe, to hear my voice clearer? Let me know in the comments. So now let's check how both phones fare in steadiness if we enable the Super Steady on the S23 Ultra and the action mode on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Still recording in 4K with 60 frames per second. Let me flip this around. And now let's start to jog. The iPhone shoots at 2.8K while in action mode, and the S23 Ultra in QHD or 2.5K. So now it's time for some night shots, recording in 4K with 30 frames per second using the front-facing cameras on both phones. See, it's not pretty dark outside here. The street is well lit. Give me one time. The active track on the DJI Pocket Osmo 3. DJI Osmo Pocket 3, yeah, whatever. Judging by what I can see on the displays, the DJI Osmo Pocket is by far the brightest and the iPhone the darkest. This place is lit by orange street lights, as you can see up here. So if I appear a little bit orangey, it is because of this. Orangish. something like this. I'm also again using the wireless mic which came with my DJI Osmo Pocket Creators Edition kit. You can see the blue light here. And now on the screen I can't see anything anymore on the iPhone properly on my face. Can't make out any features. While on the Osmo Pocket 3 I'm looking quite bright. Now I'm working on the light post again. Now I can see myself on the iPhone also again. 4K with 60 frames per second. I flipped the phones. Now we're using the main cameras. So now let's rotate the gimbal on the Osmo Pocket 3. And let's compare how they fare at 60 frames per second now using the better cameras. Here once again the displays showing the brightest image on the Osmo Pocket 3. And the S23 Ultra seems to be right between the middle of the iPhone and the Osmo Pocket 3. Comes to brightest, but let's check it out later at home. Now finally let's check out one special mode the DJI Osmo Pocket has. It's just available to shoot in 30 frames per second. It is a low light video mode which should improve the video quality. So let's see about this. Let's one time flip around. In this mode you can't make this active tracking, but let's see if it really gives you better video quality at night. Okay, so I just connected the wireless mic from the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for now, and I mounted all three devices on the tripod which I have on the ground here. I wanted to show to you the zooming options we have on the devices. Let's start with the S23 Ultra, where we can go out to ultra wide. We have on the display 1x, 2x, 3x, and finally 10x. And we can zoom into 20x digitally. And then on the iPhone 15 Pro Max we have the ultra wide as well. We can go to 1x, 2x and 5x. Of course you can also use all lengths between them. It is just the on-screen buttons which we have here. And we can also zoom in further to 15x, which is the maximum zoom the iPhone offers. And then we have the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which offers 1x and 2x. Now let's compare all three 2x zooms with each other. Of course they're all done digitally. All three phones are 2x. Now we're going back to ultra wide on the iPhone and the S23 Ultra, and go back to 1x here on the Osmo Pocket 3, and we will attach a little goodie which you can use to get an even wider angle on the Osmo Pocket 3. It is magnetic, and now we have a wider angle than before. And here once more low light profile and the standard profile side by side. So now I'm shooting with all three cameras in portrait mode, so it means it is 3K and 30 frames per second on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and 4K on the other boats with the front-facing cameras. The DJI Osmo has face tracking enabled, so it is following around no matter where how I move. Nice feature which I like very much. So now I'm recording in 4K 30 frames per second on all cameras. I'm using the ultra wide lenses on the iPhone 15 Pro Max, on the Galaxy S23 Ultra. All three they are recording in landscape mode, and the low light video mode is activated on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. So it is a excellent field of view which you can get on both phones. The DJI Osmo Pocket has a trick up its sleeve. You can attach lens adapters like this per magnet, and then you have a wider viewing angle. So what do you think, which quality or which camera has a better quality? It should easily be the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. The low video mode should be a big factor, but of course a 1-inch sensor is a much bigger factor here. So I'll be walking down the stairs now. I activated super steady mode on the S23 Ultra, the action mode on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So let's just get downstairs here. Both phones are complaining about the light situation. They want more light to shoot better picture. But anyway, can't offer this to them. The screens are looking really dark on the both phones and very bright on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3.
And that's it for today. Which of these three devices came out on top for you? There are obviously some strengths the DJI Osmo Pocket have where both phones can't compete with. Obviously, the steadiness which comes with a gimbal is a clear plus on the side of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I think the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is really versatile when it comes to video shooting. It has stunning video at day. I think it is better also at night. The DJI Osmo Pocket's 3 purpose is not to take photos, but to shoot videos. And it is doing an excellent job. With its size, it fits easily in your pocket. And of course, one very big advantage is if you want to shoot vlogs. The DJI Osmo Pocket 3 obviously can rotate around freely. So if you want to see yourself while shooting yourself, it is a much better solution than, let's say, using the front-facing camera on your iPhone. On a smartphone, the best cameras are obviously always on the back, and without any external device, you never can see yourself while filming. This thing is not an issue because the camera is freely rotatable, so you can see yourself anytime you film in best quality. So please let me know which of those three devices you think is the best for filming. Would you even consider getting a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 when you already have a smartphone, even one of those? Let me know in the comments. Please leave a like if you did enjoy this video, subscribe for more, and see you in the next year.